Hello, and welcome to the Bonneville County Elections Information webpage, how-to video. In this video, the first thing that I will do is walk you through each of the components and part that make up this webpage. I'll show you on how to use the subtle pieces and parts of this webpage. Then what we'll go through is an example. I'll show you different ways you can search for your location, and then show you how the tabs of information come up. To start out with, the very top part of this banner has your search bar here where you can type your address, a street name, or a parcel number, depending on what you have for information for your location. Here on the right hand side, these are buttons that navigate you inside of this web page. Once the button turns blue, what that does is it navigates you to the page and tells you this button is activated and ready to be used. This print page will print out your screen that you're looking at currently. This About button takes you to a page that gives you written information about how to use this page. If you hit the print button while on this page, this will print out your instructions and you can keep them at your side as you navigate through this web page. If you click Home, it takes you back to the main page. This button, of course, is how you found this video. It will guide you through how to use this, and anytime we add new information to this page, we will update this video. So at any point you see something new, please feel free to watch the video again. Down here is our Report a Problem button. What this does is it takes you to a page where you can fill out a survey and tell us what is wrong with the page. Do this by scrolling, and it will take you, as you can see the scroll bar here on the side. You can also grab or use these arrows to scroll up and down. Please indicate the problem, give us a description of the problem. You can add a location if you know the location of the problem, and then provide us your email. That way we can respond to you and tell you what we've done to fix it and then when it has been fixed. At the very bottom, if you would like, you can leave us a star review of what your experience has been using this map. You will then click Submit, and it submits that survey. It'll send an email to my staff, and we'll be able to help you and fix this problem and make sure that our map is the best it can be. Once you're done, if you click this home page, it takes you back to the main page. Now we're going to go down to these bottom two views. Your left-hand view, this is going to be your map. This is the home extent. So anytime you hit this home button, it'll navigate you back to this extent of the map. The little crosshairs here at the bottom, as you can see, it says Find My Location. If you have a GPS activated device, this will actually take you to the GPS location from that device. And once that zooms in, all of the panels here on your right will reference the information for that area. You can scroll in and out of this map by using the scroll bar on your mouse, or you can use the plus and minus signs on the side of the map. At any point, if you're really far into the map, and it will take you a while to zoom in and out using the buttons or your mouse, simply click the home button. It'll take you back to the current extent. Here, on the right-hand side, this panel will rotate through several views every 30 seconds. If you would like to rotate it through yourself, these little arrows here on the side, see how this one's gray? There's no more going back, but you can go forward because it is indicated black. So if you click on this, it navigates over, gives you more information on the panel, and then once it grays out, you no longer have the next step to go to. In on these views, we do have buttons with more information. Case in point, at the top you do have your precinct and your polling place for that precinct. If you would like to be routed to that polling place, you'll click that button. It'll reroute you to a new tab where you can navigate and get directions on how to go to your polling place. Once you're done, feel free to hit the X and it navigates you back to the home page. On the next page, at the very bottom, there is a button here that says Election Information. What this does is it navigates you to Bonneville County's election website for their information here on the Bonneville County election website. You can scroll through, look at more information. This is a tab off of the Bonneville County website. You can navigate through the Bonneville County website, leave this tab open, go back and forth as you'd like, or if you're done, feel free to exit out of this tab. Now, top here, I'm going to use the address for the Bonneville County's GIS building and Treasurer's building. Type in your address and you'll find the address that corresponds. However, once you click on this address, it'll zoom you in and give you a little push pin for your location. However, if your address doesn't populate, you can feel free to type in your parcel number. If you know your parcel number, this would be on that tax slip that you get. If it's brand new and you know your street address, you can simply type in your street address. Down here, if you notice, it came up with an East Henley Drive. Once I click on this, what it's going to do is come up with address ranges for those. So if you know your address and it falls between any of these numbers, you will then click on that corresponding. It'll zoom you into the location. If you hit this little arrow here, it minimizes those search results and gives you the full view that you're looking at here. Now to scroll back to give you information, this area falls in the 42nd precinct, and it tells you the polling place for that precinct. It tells you the old legislative district and the representative information for that district. Below tells you the new legislative district boundaries and who is running. The little indicators behind the name on the right-hand side tell you the affiliation of the party of that person that is running. At the bottom of this view here will give you the commissioner district and who is the commissioner for that district. If we hit the arrow, it's going to take us to the next page of information. Now for this address, if you notice, there is no city limit information, therefore this section is blank. If this did fall inside of a city limits, it would tell you the city, the mayor, and the city council. Here tells you the school district trustee zone, as well as the trustee for that zone, and the address for contacting them. Below gives you the fire district and the sub-district of that fire district, as well as who is the marshal for that fire district and how to contact them. If we go to the next page, this here will give you the tax code area. Now this on your tax statement that you receive, this is the tax code area that you'll see. This indicates what levies and taxation happens at that tax area, and all of the information corresponding. So here we'll tell you the levies from the school, it'll tell you that there's an ambulance fund that is part of a flood district. All of that information is here, and you may notice in other places it's called the tag. Now below also gives you your cemetery district information. It will tell you if there's any other sub-districts of that district and who is the representative to contact for the cemetery district. Now to give you a quick example of what the city limits information shows, I'm going to go back to the GIS and Treasurer's office building. That does fall inside of the city limits of Idaho Falls. And there now you'll see the city limits, the mayor, as well as city council and their information. If I hit this X, that will get rid of all of this information in my search bar. I then have full screen ability to look at everything I have. If you click on your map, sometimes it takes just a second to pull up, it will provide you the information. Now this red indicates the area, and it will show you that area. So you can zoom in and out, and it will show you the full jurisdiction of that tax code area. Down here at the bottom, it tells you how many you can go through from where you've clicked, how many layers are there. We are now looking at 1 of 6. If you hit this arrow, it will navigate you back and forth through each of the items that are giving you information. So this is what the old legislative district is, what your precinct is, the commissioner district, the city limits, and your new legislative district. And you can zoom in and out to take a look at what it looks like. If you click this, it'll dock it up here at the corner so it's no longer taking up your whole screen. If you'd like to undock it, you'd hit this little button here that says undock, and it puts it back as a pop-up from the main area that you clicked. Once you're done with the pop-up screen of information, hit the X, and you can always again go home. Thank you for this guide, and of course on this About page, if you do have any questions, please feel free to contact us at the Bonneville County GIS Department. We're always happy to help. Have a wonderful day.